right to it as we are joined right now by Michigan's U.S. Senator, one of Michigan's U.S. Senators, Debbie Stabenow. Good morning, Senator. Always great to have you with us. I presume you were in.
Hi, Rich.
Hi. I presume you were in Charlotte last week for the Democratic Convention. I got to tell you, as a Democrat, I have never been through a more uplifting Democratic National Convention than what we saw last week. I thought President Clinton gave a speech for the ages. It's something I'm going to remember the rest of my life. I just thought it was great.
I thought it was great, too. I thought everyone was great. I mean, Michelle Obama was amazing, absolutely amazing. And, you know, everybody was great there. President Obama, President Clinton. And it really spoke to, you know, the general core of what we believe about the fact that America is at its greatest point when everybody has the opportunity to have a fair shot. You know, it really is about hard work and opportunity and giving everybody a chance, and I thought that really came through.
I thought it was like everybody was great. John Kerry got up, and I thought if he had given speeches like he gave last week when he was running for president, he'd have won.
Yeah, well, I think there's just a fundamental debate going on in this country, and you saw a unified group of people that are really standing up for a core set of values, and that brought everybody together. It really did. I mean, it really, you know, it's not rhetoric to say. We really are at a point where we're debating, you know, our country. Will we have a middle class? Will we make things in this country? You know, I don't think you have a middle class unless you make things and grow things. That was at the core of the convention when it was clear that the president stood with us in Michigan to make sure that we actually have a middle class because we make automobiles and advanced manufacturing. And so it's really a debate, a core debate about whether you make things and grow things, whether we just focus on a country where there's a trickle-down policy and you hope that, you know, it trickles down someday, you know, so that everybody has a chance, or do you really focus on the middle class and lifting everybody up?
It seems to me, and I've been around longer than I'd like to admit, but it seems to me that the differences have never been more stark, more clearly delineated than they are in this particular campaign.
I think that's really true, and that's why I think you saw such a unified convention, because it is about who we are in America. What are our beliefs? What are our core values as a country? And Lord knows we in Michigan have been hit harder, deeper, longer than any place else in the country. You know, we've been at the heart of the storm here with what's happened in a global economy and, you know, the attacks on the middle class. And this is about everybody standing up and saying enough is enough. We've begun to turn it around. We got a lot more to do, but we're coming out of this hole economically. We're beginning to see manufacturing. We've added 500,000 manufacturing jobs under this president. Not obviously a lot more to do, but we're at least moving in the right direction right now. And it's interesting to me. I have never heard a president say the words manufacturing more than this president. I sit in a State of the Union address and hear manufacturing. You know, and it's music to my ears, because for a long time when I kept talking about manufacturing and the need to make things, and I co-chair the manufacturing caucus, you know, colleagues would roll their eyes. Oh, yeah, you're from the Rust Belt. Oh, yeah, and they'd roll their eyes. Mm-hmm. They don't do that anymore. They don't do that because they know the future of our country is in new technologies and advanced manufacturing, and Michigan is really leading that effort.
You know who was real hip on that in the convention, and I'm sure you've been asked this before, Debbie, and Rich, I'm sure you were impressed by this, but Debbie, what's your take on Ms. Granholm's speech? Was that a little over the top, or right on?
No, it was not over the top. It was not.
Well, you know, she was very energetic. And I thought she was very effective going through state by state, you know, what has happened in terms of job creation. And it's important to remind people. It's, you know, obviously my number one priority is Michigan. But, you know, it wasn't just Michigan when we talk about manufacturing. And, in fact, there's 120,000 auto dealers all across the country impacted by this. We never talk about that. I grew up on a car lot. My dad was an Oldsmobile dealer in Clare when I grew up, so I always remember, the small business owners, auto dealers who are very much a part of this as well. And so when you look at it, you're talking about millions of jobs being affected here.
And I'm sorry, Senator, but the point of a convention is to get the base fired up, and that's what Governor Granholm was doing. And I thought very effectively. I have to shift gears here at this point and talk about your opponent in this election, Pete Hoekstra, who was out this morning with an ad that calls you the worst senator in Michigan history. Your response to that ad, and does it hurt your feelings?
Well, first of all, I think it's up to the public to decide what they think about whose side I'm on and who I've been fighting for, and my efforts in the auto industry and retooling and advanced batteries and chairing the agriculture committee and what I've been doing and so on. I always felt like that I need to do the work and do the homework, and the people of Michigan need to set the grade. So we'll see about that, but I thought that was I thought it was interesting.
Well, he's had a history of interesting ads in this campaign, hasn't he?
Yeah, kind of over the top. The general feeling is that just not really in touch with the mainstream of Michigan.
Will you be debating him?
Pardon me?
Will you be debating him?
I will.
Mm-hmm.
Traditionally in the last 5 Senate races in our state, there have been 2 debates, one at the Detroit Economic Club and one in West Michigan in Grand Rapids through public television that goes across the state. So we'll be following that tradition. I'm assuming in October. We're in session right now. I'm trying to get a farm bill passed so that we've got the opportunity in Michigan to get some help for our growers who've had disasters and have a 5-year farm bill that's good for Michigan. But once I'm through session in September, then we'll be happy to do it.
Absolutely. And you're also co-sponsoring a bill to help Michigan businesses hire veterans. Can you tell us about that quickly?
Well, this is very important. We have so many veterans coming home right now, and those who have been here that are at the back of the line in terms of being able to get jobs. They shouldn't be at the back of any line, certainly not an employment line. And so this is our ongoing effort. I'm also doing this through the Department of Agriculture with a new military veterans liaison to help folks who are coming home, want to go back to their communities and go into farming. But this would create new support for job training and for job placement and working with business to get our veterans jobs.
Senator, always an honor to have you on the air, and we'll see you down the campaign trail. Thanks so much.
Great. Have a great day.
Senator Debbie Stabenow, our guest.